Hello Year 9, Miss Quigley and I are now going to speak to you about post-16 options and post-16 destination routes, because what you'll find is your options can and should inform what you might choose to do when you leave school at the end of Year 11. Before we start though, one thing I'd say is that we can only ever now give a very brief superficial view, and the reason for that is because there is so much information that we could give you, and there is a planned programme that we'll go over. So let's get started and consider how your options could inform your post-16 destination routes. Okay, so let's get started then. So as I've said, this presentation is designed to help you make informed option choices in Year 9 in relation to any future career plans that you might have. Now the idea is to enable you to be in the best possible position that you can at the end of Year 11 in order to help you realise any future potential destination routes and options. And to do that, we need you to do the very best that you can in your GCSEs and in other Key Stage 4 programmes of study. Throughout your time at Woodchurch until the end of Year 11, there is a whole wealth of support in school that you can access. Thinking specifically about careers though, there's myself and Miss Quigley who will be your main points of contact when it comes to you deciding what you might apply to study and do after you've left at the end of Year 11, as well as where you might do that or undertake that study.
What option choices you make in Year 9 can affect what post-16 destination routes you can apply for during Year 11 and beyond. One key piece of information, whatever you may be applying for, is that you must get the grades in order to access those courses. Therefore, we recommend you choose subjects that you will achieve well in and that really passionate about. Essentially, you have three main choices post-16. The first one is school sixth forms, the second one is colleges and they're split into general and specialist, and the third is apprenticeships. And we'll go through those and different options in the local area.
Okay, so let's start and have a look at option 1. First thing I'd say is we need to do quite broad brush strokes here, because there are so many school sixth forms that you can go to, and different schools have different requirements. But let's just do a summary and an overview. So option 1, school sixth forms then. School sixth forms are a continuation of your time in school. So you will enter into Year 11, from Year 11 into Years 12 and 13. Sometimes that's called lower and upper sixth and sixth form. More often than not in a school sixth form, you'll undertake A-level or advanced level programmes of study. They are, if you like, the next level up from GCSEs. Some school sixth forms also offer vocational courses. So A-levels tend to be academic courses. Think of the subjects that you do in school, things like English language, government and politics, history, geography, theology and ethics, sociology, psychology, and so on. Vocational courses tend to be work related, such as childcare and travel and tourism. School sixth forms offer a very structured learning environment. So when you're in a school sixth form, you will go to school for the full school day. If you have any free periods, they will be supervised study periods. I know that children who have gone to school sixth forms in the past have found those really useful because it's enabled them to focus their learning and work hard during the school day. Typical entry requirements for school sixth forms can be quite high, and on the screen there are 4 examples. Wirral Grammar School, both boys and girls, if you wish to go to those school sixth forms, you will need at least 6 grade 5s or above. Some subjects, though, will require you to have even higher grades, and that's why you should always check and look at the prospectus. Coldy, they want you to have at least 4 grades, 6 or above, and those need to be in the subjects that you are choosing to do for advanced level or for A-level. Upton, you need 5 grade 5s or above, but within those 5 grade 5s, they also require you to have English and maths. Weatherhead, they require you to also have 5 grade 5s plus, and again require you to have English and maths. Weatherhead is our most popular destination route from school for those who are looking to go to a school sixth form, and on average they receive anything from 50 to 75 applications each year from our current year 11, and I do recommend that you all seriously consider and look at the range of different school sixth forms that you could apply to. Okay, let's move on now and look at option 2. Option 2 are colleges. Now, the thing about colleges is that there are two main types, if you like, of college. There's a general college and there's a specialist college. Let me just briefly outline the differences for you. General colleges are like school sixth forms insofar as they will offer advanced level or A-level programs of study and also some vocational courses. So, for example, the City of Liverpool is a general college. You can go to the City of Liverpool College and you can undertake A-levels and or vocational courses in subjects such as travel and tourism, animal care. You can also undertake courses there covering aspects of engineering and so on. Coleg Cambria is also a general post-16 college. Now, Coleg Cambria is in North Wales, and it sounds a long way away, but in reality, A, there is a free bus that will take you there from the Wirral, and also it's only about 20 minutes away. It's not far from the ice rink, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with in the Shotton area. Coleg Cambria is an excellent college that I do recommend you seriously consider. They have excellent A-level facilities, and they also offer a massive range of vocational courses in all manner of subjects, in catering, hospitality, beauty, in beauty therapy. They also offer engineering, mechanical engineering, plumbing, electrical engineering, and they do a lot of work with British Aerospace and with Airbus surrounding things such as aeronautics and also the Airbus wing design. So it really is worth considering Coleg Cambria as well. There are also specialist colleges, and they are colleges that specialise in certain subjects, for example, media, drama, art, agriculture, etc. So just thinking about colleges for a little bit more, in terms of popular colleges and destination routes, the majority of children who leave us at the end of year 11, when they go to college, will go to Wirral Met, Coleg Cambria or Cheshire College. Those are the three main colleges that our children go to. Wirral Met offer a full range of vocational courses, and if A-levels aren't for you, Wirral Met and Coleg Cambria and Cheshire College are well worth considering. If, though, you're looking at A-levels and you are applying to school sixth forms, it's also worth you putting in an application for Coleg Cambria as well. On the screen now in front of you, there are also some what we call specialist colleges. So, for example, we've got Reese Heath and Myers Clough College. They specialise in agriculture and animal care. There's also Lipper, which I'm sure some of you will have heard of, and they specialise in drama and dance and theatre studies. And then there's Liverpool Media Academy, and they specialise in media and again in theatre and drama. So it's well worth having a look at those colleges too if you're thinking about specialising in certain subjects. Remember, Miss Quigley and I are here to help you and answer any of your questions. One thing that I do want to underline again, and I know Miss Quigley's referred to this earlier, is that, put simply though, the higher your grades at GCSE, the greater your chances are in securing the course that you want to do post-16. Now let me explain that. There are different levels to courses. Currently you're doing GCSEs, and they're what we call a level 2 course. Ideally, when you leave school, you should be looking to undertake a level 3 course, because that's the next level up from GCSEs. So for example, A levels and post 16 courses. However, there are some courses where you need to start at level 1. And the reason for that is that perhaps you haven't studied that subject before. So for example, if you are interested in construction and the built environment, bricklaying, if you're interested in plumbing or electrical engineering, most of those courses will start at level 1. And that's because you need to start with the basics. But what they'll do is they will progress you through then level 1, 2 and hopefully to level 3. But again, I stress to you, the higher your grades at GCSE, the more choices you've got about what you can apply for post 16, and also the higher your grades, the more chances that you will have to secure that choice. One other thing I need to say, if you do not get grade 4 minimum in both English and maths, you will have to resit English and or maths with your post 16 provider. So the message is this: get them both first time round. Get them while you're at Woodchurch. Don't put yourself in a position where you're resitting those after you've left school. Get them now. Okay, your third and final option is apprenticeships. Now, I'm sure you've heard of apprenticeships. They are programs that train you to become skilled in a particular trade, and they combine hands-on work with classroom learning. So, for example, you might do a job for 4 days a week and then go to college for 1 day a week. The range of apprenticeships is huge, and the types of apprenticeship are so very varied. You can do them at a college, or you can do them with a provider, or you can do them directly through employers. Now, to get an apprenticeship, they can be studied at various levels, like what we've spoken about earlier, level 1, 2 and 3. But you need to know that almost every single apprenticeship will require you to have English and maths at grade 4 or above. So as we said earlier, make sure you get English and maths in the bag now whilst you're at Woodchurch High School. Okay, so entry requirements for apprenticeships, well, that depends on the level as well as the actual course that you do. One thing you need to know and remember about apprenticeships though is that you will get paid when you undertake them. So you'll be undertaking work and you'll get paid. Examples of apprenticeships include with a provider, one called TTE. They do electrical and mechanical apprenticeships, and they require you to have 4 grades, grade 4 to 9. And the number of grades will depend on the course and the level that you're studying. College Cambria, for example, if you want to be a greenkeeper, they need a minimum of 3 grade 3s, including English and maths. So the entry requirements are so very varied, and the number of apprenticeships and apprenticeship providers is huge. We could spend a whole day talking to you about apprenticeships, but for now, we're just giving you a flavour. Remember, you get paid for an apprenticeship, and what I would say to you is this: if you can think of any job, there is likely to be an apprenticeship in it, and most companies offer them.
Okay, so first of all, if you go to Woodchurch High School's homepage and click on Pupil Intranet at the top, this takes you to our Pupil Intranet page, and the Careers Education button is on the right-hand side. On the Careers Education homepage, it tells you what we offer as a school for careers education and guidance. If you look at the strategic information section, that goes through all our policy and guides, our partnership agreements, our benchmarks and trackers, our destinations data and our awards. And the tab that we're really interested in you looking at today is the Careers Information for Pupils tab. So if I click on that first of all, it goes through what support is offered to you. It tells you what guides there are to help you, so really recommend that you have a look through those guides. It tells you any events that we know of in the area and any events that we hold, and also has our plan as a careers team for you. So first of all, if you look at careers interviews, it tells you how to access those interviews, and it goes through the process. If you look at the group work sessions, it lists all the group work sessions that we offer to you, which means that it's with our careers advisor. It's really specific to those careers. It also goes through our online programs and packages, and I'll go through Kudos in much more detail in the second video. It also goes through Start, and any information on how to register or log on is all on this section of the website. Included in this section of the website are any useful information or information websites that we recommend you take a look at, including the BBC Bite-Sized Careers Guidance page and our Shaping Futures site, which we work really close with. There's also a section on applications, both paper and online. Mostly are online at the moment. It goes through choosing A-levels, what A-levels are, some really recommended videos there to watch. There's also information on how to have a successful interview. So information on what makes a successful interview and you a successful candidate. It also lists our popular destination routes, and you can have a look at all our websites below as well. There's also links for any available apprenticeships in the local area by clicking on one of these and searching by topic. In addition to that, there's information for parents, for applications and for applying in those processes, and also what makes a good apprenticeship candidate, and along with really specific information and resources for each subject area that we have. There's job-related information. Talks through salaries, and it's really specific again to those jobs. What we recommend is on Kudos, when you do log on, it will give you some recommended jobs for yourself, personalised jobs according to your interests and passions. They're then listed here, and you can find out lots of information about those jobs that will help you make an informed decision about your future. There's a section on volunteering. As you can see, we're heavily involved with the NCS programme in school. We're actually got silver status at the moment. Lots of our pupils do sign up to do that. We visit at least 5 post-16 providers in the summer term of each academic year, so you can get a real feel for what's going on. We also hold our careers fair, which you can see pictures of on the website. That holds over 70 employers and post-16 destinations, along with higher education destinations also. We have a section on the local labour market information, so you can actually compare 3 different jobs with regards to salary or interest, and you can see what will obviously make a better informed decision about what you want to do when you're older. There's a section on CV writing. Along with these 2 websites here, you can also use Kudos. And there's also a section on higher education that if you're interested in going into university, really recommend you looking at that section there. Please don't hesitate to have a look at any section. If you've got any questions, please get in touch with myself or Mr. Bannon. Kudos forms part of our extensive careers programme at school. You have access to this at any time. Here is a video talking through what Kudos can offer, and I'll talk about how we can sign up afterwards.
The decisions that young people take whilst at school affect the rest of their lives, both in terms of identifying their next stage of learning and preparing them for the world of work. You and they need the best possible information and tools to help navigate through these challenging decisions. Kudos is an impartial careers guidance and information programme which has been updated and improved to help young people plan and make better decisions about their future. With an exciting design, easy to navigate, and user-friendly interface, and lots of support and information, Kudos can help young people explore the many post-16 options and potential careers available to them. The My Future and My Skill features provide students with a personalised list of career ideas that reflect their likes and dislikes and matches their key skills, with easy-to-discover information to explore around all careers. transparent nature of kudos allows young people to understand why different careers may or may not be suitable for them, and understand the varying pathways into each career. Comprehensive labour market information provides young people with a real-world picture of each career, including employment prospects and potential future earnings. Each career can be favoured to be viewed again at a later time. Our new personality type features helps determine what students' personalities are and how these can help in searching for careers. We recognise that young people start thinking about careers from different points. With this in mind, we provide different starting points for exploration. If a student has a broad interest in a field of work, they can choose to explore work areas. Collecting similar careers into families makes it easier to discover careers young people may not be aware of. It is easy to navigate to find individual careers. Information can be easily found for each work area. Students can also filter careers by salary and qualification level. Aspects of work can also be searched on if a student has a particular liking for active or creative careers. If your student is good at a particular subject, they can search careers through the Explore Subject starting point. They can then see what they can achieve if they carry on studying that subject. If a student already knows what career they want to do, they can search in the Explore Career section, typing a career into the search box, will then bring up the career of choice. Young people can build their profile by adding their favourite careers, aspects of work and subjects. Kudos helps suggest students to kickstart their career journey by giving them suggested actions. Kudos has a structured CV builder to allow young people to easily construct a CV. If advice and guidance are needed, Kudos has many articles on a range of topics to help career and learning choices. If you require any further information, please check out cascade.co.uk.
So when you log on to Kudos, we use our license code TIMECOOK24, and all the information, the sign-up information, is in your planners on page 17. It is also on the G site if you need any more information. There are many ways in which we support you at school with your future decisions. The first being a careers guidance interview with our independent careers advisor from Employ Solutions. You can have as many of these guidance interviews as you feel necessary. In addition to this, there is substantial information available via our G site, which I'm hoping, now following the videos you've watched today, you are better informed on how to access that information. In addition to that, there is information within your PSHE lessons on careers and guidance education. We also run trips and visits to 5 local providers in the summer term. Hopefully this allow you to make informed decisions and you get a real feel for those colleges and post-16 placements. We have visiting speakers who come into assemblies, lunchtime drop-ins and visit classrooms. We also have our careers fair, which is attended by over 70 employers, post-16 destinations and higher education facilities, which you can access. We do CV and application workshops, which you can access whenever you feel necessary. We hope to run a work experience week, which we do each year, that you'll be able to access and obviously get hands-on experience within that work placement. We run enterprise activities and also have an NCS experience, which many children sign up for each year.
Well, thank you for listening. I hope that was of interest to you. Obviously, good luck with your option choices, and remember that all the staff here in school, including myself and Miss Quigley, are here to help you to be the very best that you can be. Please make sure though that you access as much of the careers programme as you can once you get into years 10 and 11. Now my closing message is this: remember, you can apply for as many post-16 courses and apprenticeships as you like, but unless you get the grades at GCSE, you will not meet the entry requirements. So it's absolutely paramount now that you start to work even harder in order to secure your future. Be the very best that you can be. You deserve a great future. Any questions about anything related to careers, please get in touch with myself or Miss Quigley. As I said at the start, this can only ever be an overview because of the time that we've got, but there is so much more that we need to spend time talking to you about and preparing you for your post-16 options. but hopefully that's helped you inform what choices that you could make in years 10 and 11.